My name is Bethany.
My name is Nana.
And we're NotbySight.
Period. We're back. Finally, we are back and we're super excited.
We've been patient and we've taken like a month break, but we are back. And today, as you can tell by the title, the topic is
patience.
And yeah, we have three, like, how are we gonna do it?
Like subtopics under patience, I guess.
Yeah, and the first one is gonna be patience, like being patient with yourself. And then the second one is gonna be patience, like with others. And then the last one is gonna be patience in your like spiritual journey. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess I could start. Okay, being patient with yourself. I feel like it's very important to be patient with yourself, but I also feel like in our generation, we kind of like undermine patience as a whole.
Yeah.
I feel like social media, parents, you know, like people we look up to kind of put this like a lot of pressure on us that like, oh, if you don't have it now, then like
you won't have
you're
it.
lacking.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like you're not doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. And I feel like me personally, I don't really look into social media though, because I like understand that social media is very like fake. Like you show what you want to show. Like it's so funny. Like when we went on our trips with our girls, we were just saying like, you know, just based on social media, you think like you're having a time of our lives, and we did have like a really good time, but like for someone who does not know us, they're probably like killed. Their life is amazing, but you don't know what it took for someone to do this or to do that. But like people don't really post the process, but they post like the destination and the success. So I learned not to focus too much on like social media or let it like control who I am. So in terms of like being patient with myself, I just like set my goals and like try to like, you know, make a plan to get there. And that's kind of hard, but you have to be like consistent with yourself. And I try to do that through journaling. And when I feel out of whack, like I'm like, okay, Nana, like these are your goals and you need to plan how to get there. But I understand that like it's not by my will, like, and everything is in due time and is in God's timing as well.
For me, in terms of like being patient with myself, I realized like we're doing like a devotional on like patience right now. And we'll like link that down below because it's actually really good. Really good. It helped me realize that like I'm way, like I don't know if y'all are like this, but I'm way more patient like with other people than I am with myself. And that like,
takes a toll on your mental though.
That's what I'm saying. And that's so bad. Like I don't know if like, let's say for my friends, if they're going through something, I'm like, no, like you just have to keep going. Like you can do this if you just take this way instead of that way, like everything. But you don't give yourself that same advice and that same grace. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's just like no grace if I like stumble like right here and the destination's over there. I'm just like, okay, like maybe this is not for me. Maybe I need to do something else. No, I agree. And that's actually like when I read that in like the Bible plan, I was just like that's so bad. But yeah, so basically I guess with that being said, I'm trying to like obviously just be patient with myself. But how? I don't, well, I figured it out. I figured this out like 2 days ago. So I'm trying, but like maybe I need to like actually write down like tips and like just check it off or something as I go. But like I've been doing this for such a long time. I don't know where to really start. I feel like
it's something you touched on that really like made me realize is like how you're like, you said like when something doesn't work your way, you're like, okay, maybe that's not for me. And I feel like I tend to do that a lot. Like I'm someone who doesn't think that things should be forced, but maybe that's just like my impatience for things. Because when things aren't going like right, is being impatient. Literally, like, but I'd be like, oh, I'm not trying to force it. I'm not trying to force it. But like you just saying that made me realize like, well, is it just my impatience? Because sometimes I'm just like, if it's for me, like it's gonna be perfect. It's supposed to happen. But no, like no, not at all. I feel like patience, literally. I wanted to read a part from the little Bible plan that we're doing. And okay, so the end goes, when a farmer plants seeds in the ground, patience is required. Before harvest manifests, patience is needed. While you're waiting on your harvest, remember to exercise patience. So now let's kind of like touch into like having patience with other people. I feel like both of them go hand in hand though, I'm not gonna lie. I guess because they're both about people. But I feel like when you're not patient with yourself, like impatience could like, you know, you could be impatient with other people because you're so fed up with yourself, so angry at yourself for not like, you know, accomplishing this, that, and the third, that any little thing someone can do, it kind of like just pisses you off.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm the type of person, like expecting, like in our friend group, I'm kind of like, you know, very passive. Like I don't
understanding.
I'm very understanding. Like someone could come to me like, this person said this, that, and the third. I'm like, why did they say this? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not someone who really like runs with it, but I'm very like patient in that sense. But I feel like the more passive you are, the more things build up. You feel me? So then any little thing can kind of like just like piss you off in a sense. So I feel like that's something I need to exercise. Like, although I have patience, I feel like if something like kind of like bothers me, we need to be like adult enough to like kind of like communicate it, just so that like one little thing doesn't just like tick you off. Because I feel like we could say we're exercising patience, but low-key we're just like taking it and building it up, and that creates some kind of like,
ultimately, it'll be worse.
It's be worse, literally. It could be like, okay, like I'm taking it, and someone said boop, and you're like, why did you touch me? Not that I do that, but
I do that to my brother though. So I think that's fine. I've gotten better though, not even gonna lie. Oh my gosh, and like, I have like some daddy issues or whatever. So with my father, oh my gosh, like
you're not patient with like, situations with him.
Like, and I feel like because it all happened like when I was a kid, so I just became the angriest child. Like,
no,
but me and Nana weren't like friends back like when this was happening, so she wouldn't know. But like, oh my god, Nana, like I was so angry just because I felt like I was so impatient with everything he did, so I just took that and applied that to everything. So, yeah.
So, okay, now that you grew from that, like, how did you learn to, like, you know, become not only patient with other people, but, like, become patient with someone who hurts you?
I really just gave up to God, to be honest, and, like, let him handle it.
But what does that mean, like,
well, I would just constantly, like, pray about it, because I feel like if something's really, like, on my heart, like, there's nothing that I can do to, like, magically, like,
make it go
change
away.
it, you know what I mean? So I would literally like pray like every night, and I remember like I gave him like a second chance. Sometimes those are actually very necessary to like figure out where you want to go from like your problem or whatever. But yeah, so I was just like patient along that way or whatever, and he isn't in my life, but like that like helped. If that
giving him like another chance to see, oh, like, is it my anger that's blocking it, or is it like, something really him? Okay, no, I agree. I actually like that. But like, was it like,
it didn't happen overnight, let me tell you that now, but yeah.
Okay, so like, if someone hurts you once, right?
Yeah.
And then they hurt you again, and you're using your patience to like, you know, give them other chances, like, did that make you impatient in like turn, or was it kind of like, how'd you gain that, okay, fine, like, you know, I'm gonna just let it go? If that makes sense.
How did I just like let it go, you said?
Yeah.
I feel like, you know, that whole like fool me once, like shame on you, or fool me twice, like shame on me type of thing. Like I felt like he deserved one chance, at least one chance. And from then, like, if he did it again, then that's what I'm saying. I feel like, I mean, he is my father, so I felt like maybe let me be patient, like see how he can fit in my life type of thing. But like, I figured out there was just no way for him to be in my life. So I feel like I was patient along the way, especially in my like the healing process too, because that did not happen overnight either. But yeah, I think, so what would you say, like, or for me, like in a relationship with others, I feel like trust and patience are like two key like factors. So what would you think in a relationship?
In a relationship with others, honesty, and definitely patience, because I think those things also go hand in hand, kind of. Yeah,
and I feel like especially because like you never, I guess not that you never really know what people are thinking, but you don't know what people are like going through to make them like act like that. So just being like the whole understanding thing is very like important to actually like escalate in your relationship with somebody else, platonic or not.
Okay, so our last topic, like being patient in your spiritual growth with God.
Okay, should I start?
You can start, yeah.
Okay, so let me just like summarize my spiritual journey real quick. So I was raised in church all my life, but it wasn't until senior year of high school, I want to say. Yeah, senior year of high school that I actually like grew my relationship with God, or like woke up and was like, okay, like I want to have a relationship with God type of thing. And now we're here, and God's my best friend. But yeah, so So that like was a lot of my life, but like I didn't know him, if that makes sense. And from senior year, when I actually said I wanted to, until now, like I didn't really like dive in fully, I wouldn't say, until like a year later, I feel. Yeah. So I remember when I first started, I would say like I'm gonna pray every night, and I would go to church and like really not fall asleep this time, and like take notes in church and all that stuff, and like tithe every week and all that stuff. But I don't know how to like put this, like it took time to actually reach like all of those goals, if you know what I mean. So I just had to like keep going and like push my faith. Okay, so I guess like regarding my journey, I'm gonna read Ecclesiastes 7:8. Something completed is better than something just begun. Patience is better than too much pride. So just putting my pride aside and understanding that I can't do like life by myself, and that I actually like need God in my corner to, you know, prosper in everything that I want to do. And yeah, my journey is like still going, and I'm just like being patient along the way, because I know I'm not where I want to be fully in terms of like my spiritual journey. So yeah.
It's real. I feel like when it comes to like patience with my spiritual journey with God, I feel like this is the area that I'm hardest on, like on myself, like everything, like not school, not like my goals. I think like my spiritual journey with God is where I'm very hard on myself, because I do seek perfection, because I don't know, I've recently learned to take like the Bible literally, and it kind of scares me. I can't explain it, because I feel like I have to abide by this and do that, and then like that puts a lot of pressure on me.
Yeah.
So I feel like once like I do fail, it's kind of like, you know, it discourages me. But then like I learned that like it's more so me trying to follow everything in the Bible is important, but it becomes very much so religious.
Like in like a class or
and
something.
Yeah, and that's not how like, you know, my spiritual growth with God should be. Like it should be something intentional. Like it should be like a relationship with me and Bethany. It's not like I sit there, I'm like, okay, Bethany likes it when I do this, Bethany doesn't like it when I do that. I think that's why it took me
so long
so
to actually like.
It is so hard, because it's just like, you have to learn that balance of like, you know, keeping it genuine, but still like, you know, following his rules. So I feel like that's where I really struggle. But like, I've been learning to give myself grace, but not too much grace, because I don't want to do to the point where it's like, God loves me, let me go and do whatever I want. You know, like, nah, I don't want to do it like that. But like, I still need to understand that, no, like you're not perfect. Like you literally like, in the Bible, there's many times where it talks about how we're so sinful, but like that should not give me an excuse to like continue to sin. You feel me? So I feel
especially if like you're like where you want to be
is not where you're at. And some people like literally what I might consider sinning to me might not be like a sin to you. So I feel like we shouldn't really look to others. You should kind of more so look to God. Like if you feel bad for that thing, then that's on you, and that's something that you know you should work on. So I feel like in terms of patience with my spiritual like growth, this is something I still need to work on. But advice that I would give myself personally is like just to be intentional with God, and to like, you know, be patient. Like I can't really explain it. I feel like patience is a true virtue. Patience should be like in everything, spiritually, mentally, like literally in your day-to-day relationships. Like if we let patience lead us, like life would be so much better, because it's like you're not sitting here thinking like, oh, like what is this gonna happen? But you're gonna know that like I have patience, like God-given patience, not patience that you try to take up on your own, but God-given patience gives you peace. And I feel like that peace is just unexplainable, and it's like, and I don't want to say it's an everlasting peace, because there's certain times where I feel like, oh, God got me, you know what I'm saying? I feel up and down, but like that God-given peace is definitely unexplainable. You have no care in the world. Better than any peace that we can give ourselves
for this. So
no, literally.
I'm gonna read one more verse. Let me see what I have in here. Or I'm gonna read a part from devotional again. Okay. Don't grow weary, don't grow faint. Let patience have her perfect work through you. Let patience strengthen you. Let patience mature you. Let patience develop you. Let patience lead you. Let patience guide your heart. Patience is critical for growth.
No. that, like, I feel like this devotional really showed me the importance of patience, like, in every aspect.
I didn't, like, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I didn't know I wasn't this impatient with myself, like,
yeah.
so, like, you know what, next video.
Yeah. So we do have like a blog coming out on patience, so we're just going to be writing about like our experience with patience and like little steps you could take to gain patience. So like we'll have that link in the description below, so make sure you guys tap into that if you guys want to like learn more and also grow. We'll also have that devotion there. But yeah, if you have questions, y'all could like email us, type in the comment section, anything for real though. But thank you guys so much.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.